But it really ended up being like the best thing that could have happened. I didn't know that at the time. At the time I hated it, but now, hindsight's 2020, and I'm just like very thankful for exactly the way that everything went down.
So I am so excited to have you back on Southern Charm. We obviously see what led you to come back to this show, but was there any convincing? Like, what made you really want to put your life back on TV?
So it was multiple things. I think the timing sort of worked out in a way where I either had to decide to go back or not because the when filming was going on. So it was a pretty quick decision, but I reached out to, I was still in touch with everybody except for like a couple people. And I was like, how would you feel if I came back? I don't really know what I'm going to do moving forward. I was supposed to be in New York, so kind of like pivoting a little bit. And a part of the pivot was, okay, since I walked away for the show, at a time that's what was best for me, would it be best to come back and maybe have like a bit of a do-over and just have fun with it instead of being all stressed about it and all that. So it was multiple factors, but I'm so glad that I did it and that everyone was so welcoming for the most part. And we just had like a lot of fun. So very grateful that everybody had me back.
Definitely. Well, we're so happy to have you back on our screens. And then obviously you open up about your move to New York City. You open up about your breakup. Is it going to be hard to rewatch that, to relive that at all? Or are you so far removed from that at this point?
This is a year ago now, so it feels like ancient history. I think it'll probably just be weird for other people to be hearing these things for the first time. Cause I'm like, oh, this is like so far long ago. But yeah, I don't think it'll be hard in the way I've processed it. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine that was a really hard experience for you, though. Here you are thinking that you're going to spend a significant amount of time in New York City, and then kind of your whole world kind of implodes, like, pretty much, right?
Yeah. But, it really ended up being like the best thing that could have happened. I didn't know that at the time. At the time I hated it. But now, hindsight's 2020, and I'm just like very thankful for exactly the way that everything went down.
Definitely. Everything's supposed to happen for a reason. Do you ever talk to your ex at all, or is that done?
No. I don't really know what we talk about, but there are no like bad feelings there. Like I said, I think probably he's very much processed it as well. And no ill will whatsoever.
Yeah, definitely. What did you learn about that relationship and moving forward? What are you looking for in a partner?
Yeah, so I learned a lot. I think the biggest takeaway was just to keep like a very strong sense of self and to not lose my sense of self in a relationship, because I think with my personality type and stuff, I tend to sort of morph into whatever I think the person in front of me wants and lose my true, like, authentic self in the process. And I think a lot of people go through that. So it was important for me to be honest about that, and to show that I can acknowledge that that's what happened and not, his fault or anything like that. But I think a lot of people try to be what they think people want them to be. And really the most important thing is just to be like true to yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah.